everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome. Today, I'm going to be looking at a CG calculator, and this calculator is made by Zephyr Industries. They make a lot of airplanes, STL files and stuff like that, that you can buy, and they have very good instructions on everything. And if you're new to 3D printing, they have a very good site to teach you how to 3D print the airplanes and everything as well, and everything you need to learn about it. So I'd highly advise you to go over there and look at Zephyr Industries on their airplanes if you're new to building 3D printed models and stuff like that. But I get a lot of questions about how do you figure out CG of airplanes. Now, for me, figuring out CG of an airplane can be difficult, and it is difficult because I don't like doing it, but you need to have the CG correct before you even attempt to fly the airplane or have it in the zone where it should be, then you adjust from there. But a lot of times, a lot of people, most of the times, they're either tail heavy, and most likely you will crash and stuff like that. If a plane is tail heavy, it means it's difficult to recover from a stall. And once it stalls, that's it. Then pretty much it's going to fall to the ground, being tail heavy. Nose heavy, it is easier to recover from a stall. You just let the nose fall, build up speed, and pull up. But tail heavy, it's a lot harder to recover from a stall. But let's go ahead and take a look at the software here. And I'll leave a link to it in the description. So here we go. First thing I'm going to do, we're going to upload a picture. Now the picture, the nose needs to face upward. So the nose needs to be facing north on your screen here. So it needs to be facing up here. And so I'll just click over here to upload a picture. And I'm going to use this one right here. And it places my picture in here. Now you can see this nose of this is facing upward. And it reminds you too that the nose should point to the top. And it does. You can adjust the opacity of it too. Lighter, darker. And you can zoom into it or zoom out even more, Go ahead and leave it at 100. Okay. Now we've got this here. And you can move the image to, just click drag image, and you can move it to where you want to. And you can set the image. If you made it bigger or you moved it somewhere, you can move it back to the original spot it was loaded into. Just click reset image. Now once you have the picture in here, now you want to set the scale. So I'm going to change this to 1,000 because I want this to be 1 meter long. And as you can see, the length is in millimeters. Now I want to set the scale. Click here. And I'm going to click here. And down here. And that's 1,000. Next. I want to set the nose and the tail, so I want this plane to be 1,000 too here. So I click nose, and again, I'm going to here. Now it's real close where I click this 998. That's close enough. All right. Now we can get on with the wing here. Then we just come down here and we click on create wing, and it creates a wing for me. Now the plane itself, I want to move this picture over so it's center right here. And to do that, just come back up here and the drag image, just click this, left click on that, and then move this over. Okay, then turn that off. Then move these handles to match your wing. and you want to get this pretty much spot on, and you can do that just like that. Now we have that. Now we want to create the tail. And same thing, just like the wings. Okay, now we have our wing and our tail in here. Now this is all done. Now we click calculate for a CFG, and there it is. And this says that this the center of gravity should be 182 millimeters from here. So from here to here should be 182, and then the lines go straight out. So your CG is right here, which is 30. It looks like it's 33% right through here. And there it is. And it gives you all the information over here for all the math people. And this will give you good stability. And then it gives you the information of all this. Also, if this were, you know, a 1 meter airplane, how all this information will be here also. So your center of gravity is going to be 33% of the Mach, and neutral point is 43% of Mach. And our tail arm is 299. So yeah, now there's no guessing, you know, it's straight to the point and it works quite well. And like I said, I've done some measurement. I've put in some a couple of my airplanes in here, and the CG was pretty much spot on with what the instructions say of the airplane. So yeah, and this is quite easy to use. As you can see, it doesn't take much knowledge to use this. You know, you just do the shape of your wing and go from there. I mean, if your wings, you know, were forward sweeping and etc., after you put all that in there, you could get the CG for all that too. So yeah. But anyway, again, check out Zephyr Industries. Again, they make a lot of 3D printed airplanes, and a lot of them are towards the FPV type stuff and, you know, EDFs and things. And they're all really nice designs and everything. And if you're new to 3D printing and new to, you know, 3D printing airplanes, this is a great site to have a look. And I'm not sponsored by this site or anything. I found this on my own, and this is one great tool to have. And also their airplanes are great looking too. So yeah. But anyway, if you have any questions about this, if I can answer them, go ahead and leave them down in the comments or send me an email or something. And if I get an answer for it, or if I don't know it and then I can get an answer for it, I'll be glad to answer you and give you that answer. And anyway, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It really helps my channel grow. And also invite you to join my Facebook group and my Patreon site. Both are called CAD Build Fly RC. Go over there and have a look, take a look around things. And over on my Patreon site, if you become a paid member, you'll have access to all the files that you see over there. And if it's not over there, send me an email. If I still have the file, I'll go ahead and send it to you. And so yeah, and if you don't want to become a member and you want the files, a lot of the files are for sale. You can go over there and just buy the files without being a member, but being a member is the best way. It's cheaper that way to get the files and stuff like that. So become a member. And yeah, and if you can, again, hit that subscribe button. I'm well on my way to trying to hit that 20,000 subscribers. So yeah, if you can, support the channel and hit that subscribe button. So yeah. So that's going to do it for this video, and I will catch you in the next one.
Subscribe for more.